Alright, India has expanded further westward, which occurred on the previous episode. Like 2 episodes ago, we took Persia. Previous, we took parts of Baghdad. Well, when I said Baghdad, I mean the whole duchy or Raj, we call it, since we're in control. But this one remains and got away, in which I hope that you would prevail. Matter of fact, you got so much troops, especially that you hire some mercenaries. I'm gonna send you a little bit more money, just about 1,000, just to keep your upkeep going. Good enough, since it's only going to be a relatively short war, since it's only against that much. But remember, at this time, we cannot expand further westward, because that threat level is going down little by little. I'm glad to see that independent Makran has become Hindu, which means them and the Khanate of Volga, Bulgaria are the only independent Hindu states out there. No, there's other places, especially some of which are still pagan. Those two of these things have zero moral authority, in which I thought, you, my old friend, who's a Buddhist, try to proselytize two of these tribes here. May sound odd, but it'll do for a time. What else? Oh, since I'm a Buddhist, which again, it's considered as unwilling, but I did because I was part of a secret Buddhist society on the previous episode, then the Herald decided it's time for the Buddhists to embrace the faith openly. And that does some, not all, but parts of India in our realm is now Buddhist. So now it's very much a mixture. Even though some would think it seems that Jainism had fallen to prominence, but Gujarat still persists as a Jain part of the country. And I'll see too if we'll try to spread a little bit of Buddhism up there if they're willing to accept. If not, then what the hell are they waiting for? And also, the car looks a Jain. Nomadic Jains. And there's a Jain over there as well. And I assume the predecessor, or one of them, was a Buddhist. Huh? Well, we can't confirm that. Were they Buddhist upper family? No. Someone did spread it. Guess it was probably these guys. Once part of it. But it's nice to see that Volga, Bulgaria, which might as well be Russia territory, but they're still Russians, but there's a mixture of people living there. Including some unenlightened Slavic pagans still persisting. But there are Russian Hindus. And it's kind of odd to see, people of different cultures to wear Indian religious garb, whether if you are a Hindu, Jain, or Buddhist, but of that culture. Not to mention she's Shaktiist, and therefore it's the reason why she has on that appearance. Norse Hindu. Can you believe that? Or even perhaps Hungarians. That's the beauty of different cultures with different faiths. French Buddhists. Kingdom of Galicia, which is now part of the Khanate, so they did spread Buddhism into that region. Wonderful. Kind of makes me wonder, what do they look like? You know, religious clothes-wise for the French, but however, it's like, yes, they're a French culture, but I believe they were all Alans prior to it. So. Must have been guardian, raised of a different culture. I mean, can you imagine what Greek Buddhists or Hindus would look like? Or even perhaps Italians, the Greeks of that area, Dalmatians. Oh, everybody's Greek, or even of ours. Yeah, South Slavic cultures basically shifted to Greek. Can't say I blame them. But now that we've looked around the world a little bit enough, so remember, my heir is Vijaya, who's only 12 years old, and the boy is a genius, which you're giving him a learning education so he can be even smarter. And you got 10 years until she grows up, because I have plans, for at this time I will join the Savaka-Sangha, which the current Aramat is him, who's from up there. 70 years old. This is its heir. A rare Armenian Buddhist. Oh, they moved up there. Okay, that's where they're from. I thought they were all gone. Well, nope, they live there now. They took refuge. And there's about 38 members. And how many members are the chosen of Ashoka Holy Order? These are Marathi. He doesn't own a barony, but they're out there. They do allow women in there. But they don't allow spies like myself. And he's armed with this crossbow, should he ever be called to defend the Buddhist brethren. So, I will join this society, so that way when I become of that rank, I will abdicate. Yeah, that's my plan, despite the fact that I am 25 years old, still in the prime of my life, and got that little, what, Westerners would say, that Buddha belly, fat. So, when my son grows up, and due to that genius trait, I'm likely going to send him to the Chinese Academy for further education, and once he's finished his education, I will abdicate. So, I will make my announcement. We are delighted by your decision to join the ranks as a lay member, Samrat Chakravartin. Together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Buddhists by following the Noble Eightfold Path. Shavhaste Vantara Santu. I got very good diplomacy skill, and plus I have kind and patient, which is great to have. So we'll be up in no time. And with having that Chan philosophy with me, which is a Buddhist philosophy that does help. It helped me got rid of some of the bad traits and vices on my end. So remember, there's not a lot to do for territorial expansion unless the vassals can make it so. The wise one is in the Oral region, just to see if he could prolifetize these pagans, or whatever. That word pagan was invented by Christians. I don't know what they call them from India. King of Andalusia. in which we said before. That prominence of Sunni Islam is so lost that one day, yeah, Caliph Pelagios, a Greek, yeah, all Greek caliphs, we wonder if they're going to fall into heresy and become either Yazidi or Yarsan, which is both fast rising faiths of that religious group. Just stay away from these people. Need to give him a gift. Not my court guru. He's educating my son currently. But I will give you him. We brought him over here for no dang reason. There's something that I want from you, in case if I get a screwy event that makes me lose grace. I may consider going. Let's say, with the carousing focus. Then again, I put it on strictly for increased diplomacy. I wasn't thinking about feasting. I'm really thinking about it. Yeah, go. Go to China because I got nothing better to do. I'm still in my early membership for the Buddhist Society. Oh, and we forgot to tell you that there is a independent, liberated Zoroastrian kingdom next to us, which I'm sure our vassals will expand to that area. Yeah, the Seljuks have really fallen to prominence. And I just noticed that Francia has inherited parts of Egypt. Now it's ran by Coptic. Magnetic primogeniture. Consider Francia as a European superpower, while we are the superpower of the East. Not China. Because even if we're at war with them, then, even if we're at war with them, we could beat them if we wish to. Now go send it to them. I'll pay you a lot of money. Yes, give me back my friend. Sorry. Never got to meet the Emperor, so this new one, he takes special interest in Finno-Magyar cultures, but frowns on Christians. Okay. Well, there ain't no Christians around here, so we're neutral. And they got her. Very well. You're back on the job, old friend. Even though I'm never best friend officially, but I just like calling him friend. You know, just like saying that as a way of, I don't know, someone I could share my sorrows or happiness with. Remember to do that for more devotion. Storm of the Arhat, he calls the ship. A renowned physician, and he's the sea devil. In other words, he's a pirate. Who's got very good knowledge, too. Oh, yeah, I forgot to change the religious branch. What am I exactly? There are three great branches of Buddhism: the Mahayana, Vajrayana, and Theravada. Let me see. I'll go for Mahayana, the great vehicle. just like the Hindu Vaishnavism, because we just want stability in this empire, in addition to the high diplomacy skill. He's become brawny. Excellent! And he'll get a good virtue of either too. I hope he becomes patient as well. Don't mind if he becomes greedy, but paranoid is a little worrying. Just remember that. There's nothing about her other than she's a good diplomat. I was about to say, give me her because I don't just want to have her around. Because you may never know. It's not like I can marry her, which I can because, like you could say, yes, even when you have an infidel in your court, and you can marry somebody without consequence. Even though people of other countries tell you, it's like, hey, you're not allowed to marry a Muslim or somebody who's not of your faith because the other country wouldn't accept it. Well, when they live here in India, I can do that and get away with it. Not attracted to her. No, 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 no. Just brought her here just simply for the sake of it. Thinking, how old are you? No, no, no. I'm thinking it's like, I don't know if they'll, I don't know if I want her to marry, you know, my son, if for future after he goes from the academy. Yeah. My brother at the Chola kingdom from Kabulistan. He was the bravest person I know. Gee, you're putting in quite a resistance. Actually, that's them. Samara. The Yazidi. It's my daughter. Excuse me. No missions as of yet. Oh, hell. Just kick these raiders out. I'm sure my African friend had passed due to natural death, yes. If only they call him the enlightened. But the wise is good enough on my book. of the empty pockets. I forgot the bounty was still on him. And Yarsanism is still spreading, as I said before. It's becoming quite popular amongst the Muslim population, either in the empire or outside of it. And I'm sure even the Sunni kingdoms themselves will probably turn to that new religion. Like, no need for caliphates. Just choose what you want to choose, just like how we do around here in the empire. You could be Buddhist, Hindu, or Jain, or even be both and practice one and another in a secret. We don't care. Just live how you want to live. We don't force it upon you. What? Who took her as a concubine? It was you. But then again, he probably saw something in her. Normally, like if this, I mean, good thing he's a vassal of mine. If he was if he was from outside of the empire, oh man, think about the repercussions. Because of the, you could dang, just choose what you want to choose. No need to get into a theological debate. If he was from another country, man, I would feed him. Now I'm charitable, which is good. Club-footed fella. I could become either patient or humble, which I'm already patient, so I was about to pick up, but no, I can get humble by other means. Which I want some. No, I lost money. I got my eye on you. See if I could become content. Which I did. Being content is great. Yeah, what else? There's some other stuff that I would want to build here. I guess it's about that time to spend money. Building a bunch of dungeons, it's just to lower the revolt risk, so areas in Tamilakam can never revolt again. yeah, the Armenian. Forgot. Taoist, so they can intermarry. And he's the artisan, so he has the right to do so. Because, it says... Where is it? For the artisan. They say, unlike other Muslims, they practice monogamy, and they are quite open to marry non-believers. But they can still grow decadent if things just don't go their way. Again, they're under revolt. Baghdadian holy war for Mudar. You're going up against them? Good luck with that. Let me help you out on financing your defenses. Because, you know, that House of Wisdom there. I care about it. And I've always thought about building another wonder. Like, I want to know. An underground city in Tenkasi because of its lack of holdings. Unlike some of the areas like those. So I get the second tier of the countdown. Okay, back from China. So we get all the good graces. He's become greedy. He'll be a man this year. Oh, I forgot about this thing. And she has a pet rat. Bring you up too. No need to kill you now. Hey, +1 learning for a boy who already knows a lot of things. And my knowledge of Chan philosophy is convincing me that I should write a book commenting to its main ideas. Well, some may not like it than the others. Want me to go back to Hinduism? No. I already made my choice. Wonder how many secret members of the Hindu society is there. Actually, at the next opportunity, maybe I should become secretly Hindu, so I could check how many members are there. You still there the whole time. Dungeons being built. Hey, now that there's this time. Any kings, Maharajas, who are not doing anything important, come to the first ever private... Well, what's the word? Feast. I was about to say private party, but... Just wanted to show that I am a man of the people. Like, if you see some of them that are commanders, can't get them. Oh boy, the old Raja of Baghdad is dead. And yes, that includes the Muslim too. And the wisdom. What happened? Died of clutching at his heart, father, so now Baghdad is back to being ruled by giants. And this old man has a claimant. Well, actually, they're related. So it could go belong to there. Unless we expand enough territory, we'll create a separate kingdom for themselves for Iraq. Plus one marshal for them. I'll probably become an Arna by the time when the abdication comes. Thank you very much. So he's becoming the new one. I could take the vow of celibacy. Alright, he's made a friend with some boy who is a prince of the Andhra revolt. Jiminy Christmas. You want to marry this Karluk woman who is slow and a lunatic, who may or may not have been a product of a certain somebody, because I kind of recognize that name. Yeah, go ahead. I've done my best to groom into a worthy heir, so he's grown to perfection. As I said, there comes the boy genius. This coming December. Noticed an increase of traders coming from the east since I employed him as trade governor. Let the silk flow. Remember, can't abdicate until my daughter grows up. But I'm actually going to say I will abdicate when he's educated from the Chinese Academy. Made best friends with the Maharaja of Bengal. Zikri uprising. Yep, I'm a carouser now. Thank you, Guru. And he's temperate. Excellent. Alright, my son. You got a great head on your shoulders. As in smarts. So I will send you to the Chinese Academy instead of the local academy, because they have the best education in the world over there. French Orthodox. Well, ain't that something? How long have they been that way? Let me see. Actually, he's first of his kind. French, Lombard. No, that's French. French. These are all French here. Yep, descended from Chola. But do not worry. Even if my son becomes French, and once he comes back here, he's going to be Tamil. Regardless. It ain't going to be drastic. What else? Now that I've sent my son away. Oh yeah, here's another thing I mentioned about future abdication, which means if you recall, all the money and the prestige goes with him. That's sort of the artifact, so better start sending him some. Again, I'm not going to command troops again, since we're going to be at pace. I will start giving them all the armor and weapons. And then the books that our dynasties composed. Don't give away the jewelry yet. Oh, and actually, he might need this. In fact, give him all the learning books. This is going to take a while. That's a learning book, so remember, it's up to 10, so that's learning book number 1. Here's learning book number 2. Learning book number 3. Number 4. Go kick their ass. Number 5. Double the health. So that's number 6. Again, learning book referred to. Number 7. Just trying to keep count. Wrote an interesting work on the Chan philosophy. And here's number 8. Giving you number 8. 2 more to go. Here's 9. My son writes me with child with bad news. Apparently gifted a clock to a professor and I got deeply offended. Now asks for funds to help smoothen relations. Small price for education. Last one, I think. Give him a learning book that's called a Book of Healing rather than the Book of Changes. Maybe you'll be a renowned physician once this is all done. And if you're a doctor of philosophy, even better. But I still got more artifacts to give you. All the way. Oof. Although not any more books. But the ones that are dynasty composed. Such as this. So here, have some personal combat skill. For you to defend yourselves should you ever get into one of those, bit of a brawl with your rival students. Sri Chandra, going after the followers of Arjuna. Does that mean, oh, wait a minute. 100%. So he's already won. Because he doesn't have any holdings. You can't win anything if you don't have no holdings. So, ha ha ha. Frick! That's a lot of artifacts. I'll give you my sword. Again, I will not be using any weapons and armor. I'll give him all the weapons. And I'm sure some would say, hey, a student shouldn't be carrying around weapons. He's not gonna be a ruffian. Calm down, will ya? And this one for more learning. Just for you. I mean, look how smart you are getting. Stage 3 is finished. Build up stage 4 anyhow. Starting to look good. Now we can build a wing of finance. The principles of accounting, finance, and economics are taught here. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, you should read this book too. And they made him commander. To be fair, combat skill is great. And you gotta have this around. Why do I have this equipped as the crown? But, who knows? I'll take that with me. Once I abdicate. Yeah, get away all the jewelry. Saraka bone. Now I'm no longer content, which I shouldn't worry. I'm already celibate, which is one of the qualifications for you to abdicate. I'll go on a pilgrimage in a moment. I'm about to steal something. Hehehehe. Oh, and here's the Chola cookbook. Again, all the books written by the Chola dynasty will be going to him. We're just setting the stage. Having decided that the relic would be much better safeguarded in my own hands, now I must tackle how to liberate it from the confines of the monastery. I could think of a few different paths to take. Ooh, I guess I ought to bribe him. All of my treasury. That is an offer you can't refuse. But if you're going to tell it to the society leader, then shame on you for telling. Plan went flawlessly. Not a single soul heard me during the night, and it was not our day rig that the theft was discovered. Nobody suspects that it was I. I am the best. Okay, let's see this particular thing, what I just got. Sarika bone. Sarika bone. It is a bone that once belonged to the Buddha himself. It serves as a jidya, or a reminder of the great Gautama Buddha. You don't have to be a Buddhist to be equipped it. You could be either Hindu or Jain, or Taoist, to equip such a thing. Son, I got another gift for you. Here, have a bone. Don't ask where I got it from. Do not ask anybody in that academy over there where we got this from. We just found it, and therefore it belonged to you. Only give him the good stuff. Lots of stewardship-related artifacts. Not the books, just the other things. Yazidi, Hersey, and Yazd. And now Assyrian Zikris have taken over. This thing too. Oh, I remember the pilgrimage. Right, I'm supposed to go over there. I'll start making travel easy for me to see. I don't think I've ever done a Buddhist pilgrimage before, I think. Let's see. Well, yeah, we've been to some holy places of one and the other. So I will go to Bodh Gaya, where Buddha achieved enlightenment. Not to mention it's the site of our university there. because I like to be enlightened myself. Despite what I did. No, not that. Man, so many things to give him. As I said, just only the passive artifacts and the important ones. My preparations are all done, and now it's time to begin my pilgrimage for Bodh Gaya and the sacred Bodhi tree. Which again, it's in this county. It's this one that we're talking about. Even though it's currently ran by a Jain, because the liege is Jain. Don't not forget that Magadha is not only where Buddhism originated, but so did Jainism. Oh, there you are. It is the season of the monsoon and rain is pouring down. The roads turn to mud and crops wash away. The life of a pilgrim can sometimes be a hard and arduous one. My faith will keep me strong and safe. And I didn't get sick. Oh, I guess I am getting sick. Joy. And you think it's the flu, old pirate? Very well. I still got more stuff to give him. If it's pneumonia, then stop giving him gifts. Spend more time in prayer. Of course, you gotta be a devout Buddhist. Everything seemed to taste foul today. Was it a local cuisine, or that night spent camping in a swamp? It is hard to say for sure, but something is not right with this pilgrim. A small offering, and then I must continue onwards. I'm already getting unwell, as I already am. So what the hell are you worried about? Oh, it's just a flu. Just a normal flu. Bodh Gaya, which is again, it's here in the middle of the forest. Buddhist holy site. Here. I finally arrived in Bodh Gaya, by many considered the seat of Buddhism. It was here that the Buddha once sat under the tree of enlightenment, meditating on the mysteries of the universe. Over the centuries, rulers, influentials both in India and further away have contributed to a great number of temples, monasteries, and shrines at this post. To this day, the monks of Bodh Gaya have kept the giant Bodhi tree alive here. A huge pipal right next to the diamond throne that a ruler of another age built it to commemorate the event. As I approached the blue tilted walls of the massive Mahabodhi temple, I reflect on how different this site must be from when the Buddha himself came here. At that point he was not unlike yourself, a simple ascetic seeking enlightenment. I too seek to be enlightened, as they call me the terrible. As long as you know what you're doing. Told me to undress and kneel with my buttocks raised. That was awkward enough. When I saw the instrument, his hands almost bolted. He noticed because he patted me calmly on the shoulder, told me to stop clenching. It's an ill treatment. Well, I could potentially die of a flu, but some would say I'm just too healthy about this. Purification and enlightenment was never felt before as tangible as it is in this place. Pilgrims are singularly shrines. Sadhus are conveying their blessings upon the faithful, and monks and gurus meditate together. I joined those in worships that for thousands of years have attended this place and the others like it. This is a profound experience unlike anything I've ever felt before. I cannot wait to tell others about this as I become zealous. But I could die out here because of the flu and a bad treatment. The flus don't last very long. I am home at last after my journey. I've learned new things, experienced the greatness of the faith, and met with interesting people. While it's good to be home, I am confident I'll always remember this trip very fondly. A great experience. We're glad to hear that you performed a pilgrimage in the name of our faith. I wish you would have wrote, and P.S. Get well soon. I recovered well from the flu. Now the coughing, the fever, headache are just pleasant memories. Let the gift giving continue. Oh, this again. Wow. Wow. That I would most definitely give you. And ceremonial robes. Oh, dude, definitely. I think that's pretty much it. Just scroll through one more time. Bengali architecture. Yeah, that should be the last book. Yeah, out of my library of the 4 books I equipped, so that's the last one. And the rest of it is all junk that we can live without. So there. Got all the gifts. Enjoy. She's gonna be 12 this year. Now I could focus on my... I was about to say Buddhist studies. Guess I kind of... We rank it up soon. I'll become Anagami. I know what you're asking. Just don't touch him. Okay. I'll give her that. I'll have to assign a guardian who knows a lot about the marsh. Of course, her. You got issues with somebody? Oh, one of your mares, so allow the duel. A famous herald, well versed in diplomatic protocols, arrived in court proposing his service, and the chamberlain saying we couldn't make use of this man. Are you about as highly skilled as he is? I doubt it. What if he's a Brahmin? No, he's Kshatriya and he's not skilled. With that kind of learned skill, I think you're more suited to be a monk. And by the way, come carouse with me. We'll get along together. I just need at least a few people to be with me, alright? So how about one of you two? There we go. I just needed a few things, alright? Need a few people, just to increase, it's like I'm a carouser, but I want to increase it a bit more. Nah, I like mine better. Platonism leads to cynicalism. There's no need for that. Now it's taken over by the Buddhists. Buddhism in the Balkans. Alright. That's only if the Greeks of Serbia... Oh no, there are still Serbs. If they drop Catholicism in favor of Buddhism. So there can be Serbian Buddhists. Imagine that. The Garo University has become a center for travelers and commerce. Some people decided to settle down close to the grand construction. The latest reports mention children, dogs, and cattle. They're obviously putting down deep roots. They are welcome to stay there. But remember, that's his call, whether if he wants to build another holding or not. And we're best friends now, even though that man is a Charaka and master physician. And he's 82 years old. I get excited just to see for that age. Now I'm a dedicated carouser. So I got it up. That's what I need. They call him the chaste, even though he isn't really that chaste. Man, what you need is a guru. Because that kind of lifestyle is not a way of being a Buddhist. He's not a member of any society, but... excuse me, he's my friend. Now I'm gonna rank up, while you continue to live your decadent lifestyle of a debauch, just like the predecessor. Matter of fact, who's the oldest character, now that I thought of it? The oldest living character today. It is he, my friend. He is the oldest living of this age. And second oldest is tied with the old Bedouin woman and a French woman who's a court physician. It's nice. Oh, he lives there. Previous episode, I've said something about Gujarati Buddhists are rare. Guess what? There's Gujarati Buddhists now. Plenty. But it's still predominantly Jain there. You're seeing Buddhists in our realm that are Tamils are a common sight. Whoa there, she's just a nice woman. But hey, she's secretly, it's like, look, she may be a Muslim, but she's, you know what, just let her go. Should the day come that she decides to be Hindu, let it happen. And you wanted me to pick a theology focus? You got it, friend. Just want to increase a bit of diplomacy through that anyhow. And I got green fingers. Now I'm humble. Oh no, he's got the gout. But he's a polymath and follows the Chan philosophy like me. All I could say is please get well soon. A gout ain't nothing to mess with. I don't think I've ever seen a person be cured of a gout without cutting off the limb. Yeah, she's a smart one. Zikris. How widespread is Zikri? Just only in Assyria and Kurdistan areas? Well, Yazidi has spread to them. Well, Yarsan has spread in those areas. Pretty much tells you about the state of affair of things. If we were to launch another invasion of the future for future rulers, that area, Syria, would be most likely. And after that, it's just going to be little holy wars from then on there. Merv invasion. Because we have the Seljuks as a vassal, which they'll do the invading. And they'll expand our realm for us. I was about to say, you gave that weapon away? That's because you joined the Wheel of Life and Death. No, I never had that in mind. Plus, look at you. You got the gout. You shouldn't be in that society. I understand you selling weapons to somebody, because that's what members of the Wheel of Life Death do. The Fighters Guilds, that is. It's easy for me to say. That's what they do. When you have multiple weapons in your treasury, they'll ask, hey, I want that weapon. You have it for sale because you're not using it. And you sell it. I was considering abdicating until he's educated, but due to his health reasons, I think I'll have to abdicate early once my daughter turns 16. Because I don't want him to die. Otherwise it would be her to rule. In which, I'm sure she's alright, but she's more focused towards martial. Oh, by the way, I did pay attention. You're Hindu, not Buddhist, right? Hindu. Just be patient. Speed it up a little. I feel like it's secluded meditation. That's what I need these days. Solitude, there is peace. The oldest man in the world has passed away at 83 in a natural death. Oh, for friendship. Keep your daughter safe. At least I'm not alone. Two more years. Yeah. Oh, well, I did give away all the learning books, so I don't have the best of knowledge in the world for such things. And I gave my son these two health books, so I think it'll keep him alive for a little longer. My son writes to me having to learn the honored art of poetry. This is a fine skill. He's returned from... All right, I guess the abdicated early thing will still go on as scheduled. He's been classified as a Jurin, so that's +1 for all skills. Well done. When does your treatment expire? 3 years. Oh, okay. You'll still be healthy by the time I abdicate. This is excellent. And look at you. You're a polymath too. But you being a member of the Wheel of Life or Death is not what I had in mind for you. I was thinking, I don't know. We'll think of something. Oh, and you are not to be married. Not yet, at least. Just wait until my daughter turns 16, then I will get on out of here. Come, shall read. And she didn't learn anything, but she'd become dull. I inherited some of his stuff. Oh, just this one book, so money ain't an issue. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of money, is that wing finished? Yes. We'll be building great seminars. A large hall where famous scholars can give public lectures, attracting many attendees. Ups the technology spread, city vassal opinion, and scholar opinion. And I'm sure once we build 4th stage, minor tunnel will be unlocked. And figure out what to do with the last. Which will happen under my son's watch. While I go take a nap. Well, so I've made some progress. And my son is a Platonist instead of a... Oh, he holds 2 philosophies. Okay. Yeah, I struggle with meditation even though I've done a lot of its progress. We're able to see the realm prosper. Also, for God's sake, son. For Buddha's sake, son. Sure, you have a lot of good things about you for personal combat skill, but you shouldn't be fighting out there. And don't go to no warrior pilgrimage. Your service is better needed elsewhere, once you become Samrat Chakravartin. These blasphemous feelings will soon pass. Yeah, everybody's going to jail. Up on military organization. Because future wars are just going to be, expeditionary. Sunni uprising. Yikes. Go get him. Stand guard. He's on a war pilgrimage. Yeah, go. You're the arrogant one. We've already done that before. That part. So now we've linked up and we're gonna go in again. Turn to your post. Oh boy, you know I'm fat, right? So, I shall defeat my desires of the fast. Lost the fat trait, so that's a good sign. First day of the fast went reasonably well, but on the second one, I woke up ravenous. I thought I would die. I hurried to the kitchen, ignoring the servant's stares. Once there, I proceeded to shove anything edible I could find in my mouth. Not caring who saw me now, everyone knows my failure. God dang it! Now they know. I was doing so well. Now I must learn temperance with food. I am trying to learn to eat without excess. The Guru is still alive, right? Maybe you can help me. Even though you're a little bit arbitrary. Failed the mission, despite the fact we'd done a lot of good things up until we screwed it up at the very end. And now I'm no longer kind. Now let me drink my fountain of youth. Till you get rid of gluttonous. Can't abdicate until you get rid of that. So as I said, Guru, please help. It's 1182. Daughter's grown up now. You got a pretty good knowledge, and since you're ambitious, I will send you to the academy. The local academy. Because if somebody has shrewd, quick, or genius, that's when I have a tendency to send them to the Chinese academy. More charity. Maybe this would help me get rid of gluttonous, right? Oh joy! My wish to become a better Buddhist has led me to the Noble Eightfold Path. As I follow this holy path, I've reined in my bodily desires for food and other physical excesses. I will double my efforts from now on. So I fulfilled my ambition to learn temperance of food. Alright, stop right there. Because it is the time. Well, I don't know. Should I become around that? But then again, my son ain't all that healthy and got himself to a duel, which he did not win. He is in perfect shape, but honestly, he should not be in this society because of that gout. And for other reasons. That's all in all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are already pretender. Man, you just want to be a champion, do you? I don't want you killed, son. I did not envision you to become a fighter. I envisioned you for something else. Something more. And which you'll find out in the next episode. But first, there's two things I want from you. How much am I going to send you? Okay. Here's all this money, which I'll save some. As we request a trade contract. So we get all that money from you. So yeah, I send them money. So that way around here, we get to make more money. That's all the tribute I'll give you. And I will send you some money. Oh, and let me teach you a virtue before I go. Which you are more charitable. Yeah, no need to be on. And if I'm planning to abdicate, that's what I want in the first place. So now I'm gonna... But then again, we make money so fast, so it doesn't even matter. I'll retire rich. Well, not super rich, but enough to get around. Never thought I would retire young, at 33. Even though they call me the Terrible. As you know, she's off to the local Great Academy, run by this man. And remember, once I retire, I get all these books with me. All these books, which can be easily be taken by sieges or just sponsoring the universities. So it's all right. I'll go with these. He's got all the learning books that he needs, as well as the health books to keep him healthy if he can get rid of the gout, which is very hard to do. And I'll leave you with a holy ascetic as I go become a monk. We'll end the episode with that note. After traveling for a few days, the monastery comes into my sight. The seriousness of my decision dawns upon me. Is this what I truly want? To leave the world behind? Yes, the world is dust. They call me the Terrible, but I will redeem myself. Unless my son wants me here, and then for whatever reason, but I could say it's luck. I'm still in the prime of my life, and I got a lot to do, and I'm in good shape. I'm no longer fat. So yes, the world is dust, so I will abdicate to him as I go out and become a Bhikkhu. Oh, and this old Buddhist woman has just arrived. A Bhikkhuni. Peace be upon you. So now you serve under him. First, get the hell out of this society. Because I got special plan, which you'll find out why in the next episode. And for God's sakes, don't assassinate anybody. Okay, we'll find out more about the new Samrat Chakravartin Vikramâtittâ II, in which he's going to be very special because he is well skilled at just about anything. As his father says, the warrior's life ain't for him because of his learning education. Do not worry. There's special plans for this man, and for the dynasty as well. So we hope you enjoyed this episode, because on the next episode, things will get pretty interesting, because I will go on a completely different path, as well as the eventual further expansion out west. So we'll find out soon. Till then, so long for now.